Hello YouTube, this is Dakota from Bowtied Media, and it is that time again for a new Eden album. We are here, his fourth studio album. A little bit of history about me and this channel. Big Eden fan. Literally behind my head here is a signed poster from the Future Bound tour from, I don't even remember what year, 2016 that was. I've been an Eden fan for a long, long time, following his career since early days, even when he had some appearances at Monster Cat and stuff. And so, yes, big Eden fan. Vertigo is literally my favorite album of all time. And we are here with a now fourth studio record from Eden. We had Vertigo, we had No Future, we had ICYMI, and now we have Dark. And yeah, we've had a couple singles, which I've enjoyed, a couple I've reacted to on the channel, some I have not. But in this video, we are going to listen through for the first time all this new music. We're going to be playing even the songs I have heard before. We haven't heard, like the singles, we're going to be playing through those. I will skip through a whole bunch just for copyright stuff, and just so it's not so long. But yeah, other than that, let's hop into it. I really loved a lot of the singles. Some of them I was okay on, but we will get to each song individually. First up, we've got Still, and Still is actually like kind of the release single that was released before, the day before the album came out, or the 2 days before, and I had not listened to it yet, so I actually have not heard Still. That's kind of the lead single right before I knew I was going to do this video, so I was like, I'm not going to listen to it, so this will be my first genuine listen to Still. So here we go, Eden, fourth album, Dark, starting off with Still. Okay. Very like end credits-esque start.
I'm only sad 'cause I don't wanna watch it all fall apart. Under skin into my arms. Love hourglass, eyes full of the love I was chasing was bleeding me out. And air in my clothes, how I made it out, boy.
It's a very like muted, snappy, like reggaeton beat.
I just wanna let you know, still love, even though I think you're the end, just to ease my mind. Baby, don't stress, happens all the time. I just wanna feel the rush. It's still don't wanna watch it all fall apart.
Okay, I'm digging this.
So wake me up before you go. Arms around each other for a moment, we were good. Starlight in the morning, I had everything I wanted. Be dragged or let go, 'cause we don't die for something. Don't want somebody, I've been here before. 'Cause we want what we want, but it's never enough till it's gone. And I just wanna let you know, it's my mind. Baby, don't stress, happens all the time. And I just wanna feel the rush.
Love the production on this.
Love after all, and I think I could help. I know it's dark, but it
Classic
helps.
Eden outro.
I know it's dark, but it helps. It's dark, but it's hell. I know 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 it's dark, but it's hell.
Surprised with that end. Okay, and that does feed into the next track, but before we get there, if you have not been around for these videos, I will kind of talk about each song individually at the end, and man, I really like that. That's probably one of my favorite of the singles, honestly. I love that it's also both the title track, but also not the title track, because I personally, I don't know why, I just love albums that don't have like a song. Like if the album's called Dark, don't name a song Dark, which Eden doesn't really do. For the most part, and so I like that that Dark was repeated a lot, especially at that outro moment, and how I'm looking at the lyrics as I go through too, and just like I love the motif of I know it's dark but it helps, I know it's dark but it helps, I know it's dark but it helps, but then I know it's dark but it's hell, like the both ends of the spectrum there of like being in a kind of darker place. I don't know where we're going narratively really with this album from Eden, and we'll see as we get through more of the songs and more of the narrative of the tracks and the lyrics and stuff, but it just kind of just like the dichotomy of like sometimes like things in general can be bad for you, but also like can be kind of good for you. There's pros and cons, and if you're in this dark place, it can help you kind of get to a certain mindset or take you to a place of I don't say enlightenment, but like some kind of where you kind of need to go to get out of it, even. But also it sucks being in there in the moments. And so, there's light at the end of the tunnel, and it helps to even go through sometimes. Sometimes you gotta break it down to build it back up, but it sucks being there. So yeah, I love that. Narratively, also production-wise, this is fantastic. I really love this kind of modern Eden that has a bit of like a reggaeton beat to it, but not very explicitly like reggaeton. Like it is just kind of the simple, very snappy, very quick, almost very like gated style of beat that just is just got a little punch to it that doesn't feel like it's so much of a typical beat that we hear nowadays, because a reggaeton beat is so just popular in mainstream music in 2025 today. And so, but yeah, like great. Big fan of that first song. I want to go listen to that again, but we got more to go through. So this is next song, which is gggiiiiirrrrlll, which has been out, and I love this song, but we are going to listen through just to get the whole listening experience of the album, but we might cut a little bit more. But here we go. This is zzz.
Wow, that sounds really cool and fun. Yeah.
Let's dance, are you ready or not? No chance that we make this out on saying nothing.
This is another great example of just this modern reggaeton beat from Eden.
So I wish you sweet dreams. If you wanna sleep on me, yeah. No tears in the morning. And by the time you wake up, on the other side of the river. Kept my face dry, don't say you feel different now. It's your loss, your loss, your loss. If you lost by the time you wake up, wonder how it got so distant. You lost, you lost.
The beat and production is just so simple, but yet very effective for me. Perfect modern kind of newer style for him.
You don't ask, you don't wanna find out. So sad when you don't get what you want. So tired of trying to change your mind. Come see, come stop, feelings come and go. And by the time you wake up, on the other side of the river. Kept my face dry, don't say you feel different now. It's your loss, your loss, your loss. Summertime skies feel different without me now. It's your loss, your loss, your loss. It's your loss, your loss, your loss.
Okay, it's kind of like a semi-simultaneous album, a continuous album, I should say. But yeah, zzz, I don't need to talk about this one a ton. This has been out for a long time, very popular, the most popular song from the album so far, and probably will be and remains to be. And thus still maybe would be more, but I think probably this one will stay that way. But yeah, fantastic tune. Again, this is like just modern, just like great Eden. This is kind of his core sound nowadays. This not so glitchy, not so art poppy, but still got a beat to it. Still got at least a little something that's not so like abstract or even acoustic on the other end of that kind of spectrum. But just this kind of like, yeah, it's snappy, it's quirky a little bit, it's clean, it's smooth, it sounds great. The mix on it is just fantastic. And Eden going off with all his vocal stuff that he always does, especially talking about, again, narratively here, this one of just a breakup of some sort that happens and you're kind of not sad about it, but also like you can't take it back now, no takes backsies, but you're also like kind of happy, but also not sad. But it's, yeah, this weird dichotomy. So, yeah, that's two now albums that are kind of like this kind of very heartbreaky stuff, which is typical from Eden. Sometimes he tackles these really big, large life stuff. I See Why My is a lot about dealing with the death of some of his friends in the past. And so we'll see what this one kind of turns into. But let's head into our next track. This is Paris, Teargas. Oh, no, Team is next. Yeah, I guess let's hop into their third track, Team.
I just wanna see your body like a creep. Love her when I see those eyes look good with me. Making it before some mind just saying I feel, yeah.
Okay.
My baby, it's a rush. Like knew it gonna mask it, you never coming up. Locked in, locked to your love, locked to your love.
Take it slow, take it slow.
Wow. Super pitched up vocals here.
And I just wanna see your body like a creep. Love her when I see those eyes look good with me. Making it before, even when you leave. In and out of consciousness on a dream. Always on my mind. Team. My baby, it's a rush. I knew it gonna mask it. I'm locked in, locked in, locked in, locked into your love.
Okay, team, the third track. First things first, definitely a little hard to tell what he was saying on that one, for sure. Without, the album literally just came out as I'm recording this video, so the lyrics are not anywhere I can find online right now, so, yeah, that was, Eden does do that very often. His voice is not just a narrative instrument or just like a vocal instrument. His voice is often, meant to play a real significant role in the production side of things, in the style of the music, and it's transformed a lot to be more than just a vessel for communication orally, I guess, just with a narrative. So he uses his voice a lot, stretches it a ton in different ways, which is very modern. That's kind of the joys of the auto-tune style of stuff, and this is using it to its real full potential and artistic peak, artistic potential. So, but yes, all that being said, hard to tell what a lot of these saying some of these times, but yes, solid tune. Liked it. It felt like a little bit more of a steady track, a little bit more of a just kind of like not like an interlude by any means, but just like a little bit more of like just kind of a steady track. It feels like a number 3 on an album for sure. That's like solid and keeps the train moving, the vibe going, but also not like a blow you away kind of track. So that's at least my first thoughts. So let's hop into the now fourth track. This is Paris, Teargas. Here we go.
Took time and she ain't called.
I love the kind of laid back nature of this so far.
That bitch, she ain't on the dance. Paris, France got me low. Her says we was cool for the moment.
I like this cadence.
Whiplash, we was driving on the phone and we can't always lean on. I pray like a theme song. I've been keeping it top of my mind. Love to be kind. I don't have nothing to hide. Take it, you're ready or
not. Where'd I go with this?
Fuck with me now. I let it down. Spend all my life on a spark. And falling asleep in the dark. And dreaming no losses. Fearless. Then we don't care when no karma. I thank the world for the help. But I bring my soul. I bring my soul.
Whoa! This like throws me back.
Fuck her, celebrate all of my evenings. Blood in the sky, call it healing. Earth says we was cool for the moment. Whiplash, we was driving on the phone. I dreams I'm in love still, baby. Took time and she ain't called. Fuck that bitch, she ain't on the dance. Paris, France got me low.
Wow. Dang, okay. Paris, Teargas. My goodness, I am in love with that track. Holy, that was great. Two things about that I think that stand out to me the most is this feels like I'm sure this is going to resonate with some of you, and you're going to like be like, oh my gosh, like yes, 100%. This sounds like years and years ago, Eden produced a ton of tracks and worked with a guy Ado, A-T-O, that was it. And they worked on a ton of collabs. I don't know what he's up to now. I don't know if he's around much, if he's still in the writing booth with these guys in the studio, but Eden worked with Ado a ton. And Ado was like this like not like a sad rapper, but like kind of just like one of those moody kind of like rappers from the mid 2010s that you might definitely know that vibe. This kind of dark, like not quite like Joji because he's not like he's a rapper, but like this kind of just like very moody, kind of just like down to earth, chill, like light trap vibe. And this feels like that. This feels like a lot of that. And this also feels like what would be like almost like an interlude track from like a modern rapper nowadays. Like this is like, I don't know a ton of the like real big guys that like, I know a lot of the like big guys, but like the kind of middle ground rappers currently in the day and age. But like it just, I don't know. This sounds like this could easily be on like a rap album that is just like this kind of like just low key chill interlude that just kind of like goes hard. This is like a take a joint hit at this time and just like, yeah, like that was great. That production, I freaking love that thing. And so that threw me back to this like early 2010 stuff with Eden and Ado for some reason, almost like he was producing for him. So, but yes, let's move right along. This is Ghost in the Shell, which did come out earlier after a long time. This is one of those more like historic kind of tracks, from Eden's like IDs and stuff that like Ghost in the Shell exists. Like, is this ever going to come out? And this finally did come out, and so I listened to it a couple times, not all the way through. I kind of wanted to wait for the full album again because it was so close to it. But here we go. This is the 5th track, Ghost in the Shell.
Sur la terre, tout est joli.
Fast, high hopes got dashed, and you call me up. I can't believe my luck. The ghost I love's in love with someone else.
Very like spacey, atmospheric.
It's fading.
I love when Eden plays with these pitched up vocals like this.
Got me feeling something strange. It's a cold ocean. Baptizes familiar faces. We fell out of touch, got a stinking taste. Fell on my face if you look at me.
This is a sneaky one of these, like, this isn't this reggaeton beat, but it almost is. And it's subtle enough that it feels like it's this own unique style.
Can I make you see you belong with me? Don't you know you're throwing it away, throwing it away, throwing it away, throwing it, throwing it away, throwing it away, throwing it, throwing it away, throwing it away, throwing it. I feel something. It's fading away. It's fading away. I feel something.
That specific run.
I feel something. It's fading away.
Okay, that is just that's just an Eden classic, I must say. Ghost in the Shell is what it lived up to be expectation-wise, I think personally, it didn't go beyond it because the expectations for this song was going to be a modern Eden classic, and it did. It lived up to those expectations, I would say. So, just fantastic. I love the vocal layering at the end. I just love how there's just all this like just cacophony of voices all just fading away, just like moving around you, and just this like repetitive calling cry of the track and its finale, and just the whole song is about fading away from a loved one and in a relationship, and so it's just this, it's a beautiful track. I love how it has this kind of bit of a beat to it in the middle. It's got this like this more kind of not a typical reggaeton beat, and that one definitely wasn't. That one was a little bit more of just kind of a I don't know, just basic kind of drum work. Not I wouldn't say basic, but you know what I mean, percussion wise. And so it all has this sound to it that feels so both like new, like even trying something new and sticking to this new kind of core sound, but also something that doesn't feel so out of left field, that is a type of song that we hear in the modern music landscape nowadays. And that's what you need to do as a person that's producing this kind of alt R&B like art pop style of music. So I really think he's crushing this record at this point. So let's hop into our 6th song. This is True.
Just traveled around the world to meet this man that is like the love of her life.
Is it gonna be an interlude? Oh.
Looking down the line, got so much. Riding on caps, trying to make it mean something. Feeling looking back, let it weigh down on you. Lazy emphasize, keep my hands up, holy feels. Come and see how comfort kills. Bunch of growth like cancer cells. Sometimes I wish that I was somebody else. Oh, just cause, just cause, just cause, just cause. Oh, you're not love. Part of me knows
Weird song so
nothing
far.
I could hear could be enough. Maybe just cause, just cause, just cause, just cause.
Okay, weird song. So True, it looks like it's the interlude of some sort, probably from this record. And what I gained, or what I was kind of gathering from the first bit of lyrics there that I could on a first listen, is this like the turning point of the record where he is now in love? And because the first 6 songs, or the first 5 songs, have all been this kind of like fleeting relationship, which is a very typical like Eden narrative, I guess, for the most part. But I'm curious to see if this is going to now do a turn, because it talked about, I think, him finding true love, the thing that he knows what he wants, but it keeps him lonely, and the kind of the coming to terms with, I guess, what he needs and desires and stuff. But I'm curious. I want to go back for sure and listen to the lyrics some more and see what that is. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see where we're going narratively, maybe. But definitely a very fascinating interlude track that does like 3 different unique movements, but also is like, unintelligible sometimes to hear, and yeah, it's just a weird one. But yeah, that was true. But we're heading into 5 Ever, another song that I love from this record. That is one of the singles. So let's listen through 5 Ever now.
Find us tonight. If time could stand still, if I could change, maybe I'd have found.
Yeah, I think he's like now fallen in love. He's found his person, because now he's in this really happy state narratively on this album.
To tell you, say I could stay, yeah, forever. We look like a slasher film, cut about eating, and
I love the percussion work.
Yeah. I just want you to know that I've been staring at the ceiling, looking for a breach, even in silence. I can hear you say that it's just seconds away.
Beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay, this one also has been out for a while, so I don't want to touch on this too long, hopefully. But yes, Five Ever, fantastic. Absolutely beautiful Eden record. I do think narratively in the album, he has now sort of got to this point where he's now with a person after 5 songs of pretty much being like, I am so done with everything and not loving his relationship status. He's now got to a point where he wants to just stay here forever. So yeah, crazy. Fantastic song, probably one of my favorites from the record for sure. So yes, fantastic. It's been talked about a lot already. So let's head into Light Sleeper, our 8th track here, and also our second longest. Okay, 4 minutes 5 seconds. Here we go. Light Sleeper. I am not a light sleeper. Fun fact.
There's a hole in the world. No, I can hear a voice like you beside me. And there's some ways I wish it didn't feel. And there's some ways that towered over me. I'm not sure I'm still standing here. When the music's good, and I know it's late. If you wanna go, just say no, and for me inside. Not sure how many more ways I could say. Sometimes it's not what it's
It's the lowest register Eden's hit.
I'm crying over stirring the water. The sky ate her.
It might just be.
The weight of the world on my shoulder blades. Don't stray too far. And these nights alone won't be. And bury my face in my friend. I came so close to the end. Saved or destroyed in a moment. Lie, sleeping, waking again. Changing my plans. Said if none of this shit makes more sense, in the end I'll be pissed. Some things I know you don't show. I let you in and you let on it, but it's all in your head again. I wish it was easier. At least the music's good. Hey, but you're the only thing I think about. We're feeling under conversation. Oh, sometimes it's not what it's not. Most times it's not what it's not. There's nothing you could do. I don't know. There's nothing I can do to feel close enough to you. To feel close enough to you. To feel close enough to you.
I was like, where's this beat going? I don't think it was gonna. Almost like a heartbeat at the end, honestly. Okay, Light Sleeper, an interesting track for sure. Also, I do want to just talk, as someone that really loves the art of crafting a track list, super fascinating to really put Five Ever directly in the middle of this record. You've now bookended the beginning and end of Five Ever with these kind of they're not quite interlude tracks, but they're not like commanding singles. They're not like ones you will typically play out loud for other people or stuff like that, or show them this kind of song. And so, when you have it kind of squished together by these two, like an interlude and then like a ballad, a love song ballad of sorts, Five Ever really sticks out. And now I feel like when you're thinking about the record, you're going to think about it in 3 parts, really. You'll think about the first 5 songs up to True, and then True will kind of be like struck out almost, kind of like that's like a break, like an indicator, and then Five Ever right back in the middle, and then Light Sleeper, another kind of break of sorts, and then the finale here. We'll remember the first 5 and bottom 4 as like their own kind of sets. Would be my prediction of sorts if that's where we're gonna go. But yeah, really fascinating. Really fascinating. This is like a true love ballad in the way that Eden really knows how to do best, of these really like distorted, heavy, but also like at often very just serene electric guitar playing, just simple strumming, and these these vocals that are just like all over the place, process wise, autotune wise, and stylistically in a good way. So that one I think will be I wouldn't say like a hidden favorite, but like this isn't going to be like one of those songs that I think streams super well, but it's going to be one that like the core Eden fan base is like, this is one of our favorites collectively, would be my prediction on that, Light Sleeper. So yeah, but let's hop into Cold Water Freestyle is next, which is in brackets. Also don't understand that. Then we got some short songs kind of coming up here too. So we'll see if these are even interlude-esque. So here's a Cold Water Freestyle.
I can't seem to slow this bitch down. I wanna talk about it.
Very bright and happy production. The most like we've really had so far.
Watch the time fly, moonrise, sunset. Keep going, can't fight it. Losing time, brace, grounded. Sliding, hard times, confiding. It's a long way, but where we going out?
I wonder who this is. I don't. There's got to be someone else that's.
Ça va mieux du coup?
Oui.
Okay, Cold Water Freestyle, another, like, I don't want to keep calling these songs interludes, but they feel like they're, these not these, like, real commanding single-style tracks, and this one was really interesting, especially hearing, like, a true, like, a real, I think, female vocalist at the end. It feels weird for an Eden track, honestly. It's not the first time it's happened, but just, because obviously Eden pitches up his vocals a ton to even duet with himself. Very, very common all through his career, especially in his early days. And to hear it like in a newer song, just paired right up against his own, is just, it really gives you another appreciation for like almost how serene a female voice can be in a track here, and just how like smooth it is just compared to like the very almost rough way that Eden processes his own voice to kind of mimic that vocal style. So a really fascinating track, and I'm curious really now narratively to see where we're going, because we are in some kind of more blissful, we can't lose this love kind of thing. Things are feeling good. I'm more sort of on the same page, but and then we've got Girl, which is another single that already came out. So let's listen through again. This is a Girl. Here we go.
I just wanna be where you are. Dropping Wi-Fi problems. Didn't wanna link on my arm, but she gorgeous. FaceTime calling, iPhone 5C. Keep the flash on.
So wild, but
in the dark, need to care when I feel like this now, girl. I just wanna be where you are. I don't want us feeling to stop, but if heaven is other plans, it's other plans, I will still make a run for it. Run for it. I don't know. Fuck you, we wanna be where you are. Just wanna.
Yes, Girl, previous single that has come out, is again moving forward this narrative that Eden has found his love, and he wants to be where they are, and just in the honeymoon phase, I guess, of this relationship. Another just very more relatively comparatively to the first bit of the album, very bright and picturesque, and just a real like simple, beautiful song that. Yeah, I don't feel like I have too much to say about that, because we've talked about this one a bit in the past of Eden stuff, but yeah, Girls Solid. Not like the craziest single from the track, but still gets the job done and sounds fantastic. So let's head into our next track. This is At Once. Here we go. Oh, very bright.
Just want you to know the feeling's mutual. Make up, you never are here. I just want you to know the feeling's mutual. Wherever you may go, you never are here. How could I? We're already sitting there. I just want you to know the feelings come and go. The song is only just so many different ways. I know you're not alone. I just want you to know the feelings mutual. Wherever you may go, just know you're not alone.
Just a suffocating sound.
Just want you to know you're never alone. I just want you to know the feelings mutual.
We just took a little bit of acid and
It was fun. I laughed till I cried. It was really, really fun.
I just want you.
Okay, At Once, narratively feeling like things didn't go well in this relationship, I guess, for Eden, and the coming to terms that the feeling is mutual, and I guess they're both moving on, but although it kind of could be in both ways, where it's like, wherever you go, you'll never be alone, it can like, you can always come back kind of thing, but also can also sound like it's like that they're just together for life now, and that's their feeling is mutual. Like they feel that way about each other in a positive way, because mutual doesn't have to be a negative in the context. So, but yeah, I guess we'll see where we go forward. Yeah, another just like beautifully building Eden track as he classically does, and adds all these random sounds at the ends of stuff with just random Foley and stuff. And I'm just now thinking if he records all that himself just randomly on stuff. I don't actually know, but let's hop into the penultimate track, the second last, which already has come out as, or I think the third single, I might be wrong about that, is Pocket Montreal. Here we go.
The zipper broke. No, I can't open up my pocket, and they call it lost, but I still feel it in there somewhere. It's not difficult. She said, do I can't allow what I can't see? So why can't you tell me something? It doesn't feel like you're crying. I can't open up, I know. That's all.
Okay, Pocket Montreal, a track that is like a sweet bit of a reprieve almost, for Eden, with just the simple kind of just a not too heavy, not too much percussion work, just a simple little boom, 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 just to get things moving along, while Eden obviously gives lots of imagery and allegory and metaphors in just with term with his relationship, and him being able to open up and not open up, and feeling like the zipper broke, his mentality, or not mentality, his like what you bottle up inside kind of breaks. And so, yeah, so a lot going on there. A lot of that track, and this also is a little bit older. So we've heard that already. But yes, let's hop into the now final track of the record with Quantuuuum. Here we go.
Thank you.
This is the longest song on the album as well, and the closer, so who knows where we're going here.
I got a lot on my neck tonight. If I could disappear, I'd do it tonight. Must fuck.
It's like the most pure electric guitar we've heard from Eden maybe ever. Feels so
I
unfiltered.
think you know. I think you know. I can't help it.
Where are we going with this?
Nothing can stop them from decaying away.
But here I am. It's all show.
I saw a text in front of crook. And I think he knows.
We are building.
He knows.
What are we building here? Oh.
But this ain't working out.
Wow.
It's so
Harrowing.
painless in the end. And I think you know. I think you know. You know. I think you know.
It's like you dwell between the time, between minutes.
Kiss me through the phone. I've been waiting on you for my life.
What a wild ending. Oh my goodness. What the heck? That is like quintessential finale Eden. He's like long gone the days of like doing this like big like kind of drop. It's just a constant build for literally minutes and minutes, and then the bottom drops out of it, and then it spikes back up. This is Eden in tip-top form. This is like an Eden song structure. If Eden had his own like kind of like iconic song structure and things, this is that. This is that sound, this style to a T. And my goodness, that production was fantastic. That might be like an all-timer for Eden, I think. Like this is I think this is the one. Like I think this is the one that like will be latched onto by a ton of fans. That would like be the song of the album, as Eden so often does with finales to some of his tracks or some of his records. So man, Quantum, fantastic. I need to go listen to it again. Love it, love it, love it. Let's talk about the album as a whole. Yes, okay. really fascinated by this one. Narratively, this really does follow an Eden coming to kind of terms with the ending of one relationship, and then moving on to a new one, and this with this like climactic, uncertain finale of sorts. I need to give it another listen, Quantum, just to hear. And I don't have lyrics yet because it's literally the album had just come out, and so I need to go through it at some point more. But this like. Yeah, I'm almost still like on the edge of my seat, wanting to understand what the ending is here narratively, and where he's going, both with this modern relationship, and if things are finally set in stone. But I guess the ambiguity is sort of the Eden classic to some extent. But production wise, this is great. This is really solid. This is another hit from Eden. This is another just well pieced together, high quality, creative, artistic, just at times explosive, at times snappy, at times reserved and pulled back, and all packs this punch under a guise of this kind of this art pop song, or this art pop style that will kind of just kind of give you a 1-2 gut punch of relational metaphors and similes, and just the way that Eden can just relate to many different relationship statuses and seasons and eras, and just where you are in your own personal life, and you can easily put yourself into the record, whether it is a current state or whether it is an old state of looking past at a back of and coming out of that, as Eden does a bit through this album of kind of getting to the other side of this kind of relationship limbo of sorts. So yeah, it's just a kind of pure modern Eden record. The first half is a lot more of that kind of bit of a reggaeton beat to it, a bit of that just like kind of just simple beat that just kind of gets you moving and grooving while still like bawling your eyes out to some extent, and gets you kind of dancing a little bit. Well, the back half is that more experimental, grand, more like subjectively artistic, really, just in that sense of where there's lots of kind of just open room for interpretation on just production stuff, and not so much of a typical listen of sorts for an average kind of commercial fan, commercial audience. So yeah, I think the album does a great job of kind of being this new modern Eden. Eden's kind of gone this more from exclusively very, very old EDM to kind of this more like alt R&B, this kind of sad boy music, which it still is now, but has this a lot brighter palette on the whole thing collectively than it has in the past, and feels like it aligns with a lot of the modern art style, this modern, I not say art, but modern pop style of music nowadays, of this kind of just reggaeton beat with these kind of vocals that just often you can place yourself into, these stories that you can put yourself into so easily, again, whether it's from the past or current state and stuff, and you can just picture yourself in as the main character of the album, and Eden puts you in his shoes, and you can relate quite well to it. And so it does a great job relating narratively, and it does a great job relating on what music is kind of nowadays, with this kind of just more emphasis on just this steady beat, honestly, than this like weird experimental kind of out of left field stuff that Vertigo was way back in the day that was more indie-tronica. But I don't want to make any big sweeping calls on like if this is my like whatever favorite album of his, because Vertigo will still always be my favorite album. It is my favorite of all time. No Future grew on me a little bit, but was just a very big album, and so there was a lot going on in it, a lot of good hits, a lot of also not as great hits. ICYMI was solid to start, but really, really grew on me, which I know a lot of albums do. And also, I know Eden fans say it a lot. This is a mini gripe I have, but Eden fans say it, I think, more than any other artist I've heard, is the album grows on you. The album grows on you. And yes, his stuff does. But you also do need to remember that if you listen to anything long enough, it will grow on you. So you can listen to like crap radio pop music, and if you just listen to it a ton and a ton and a ton, it will grow on you. So Eden's not this exception of an artist that, oh, you gotta listen to it a couple times and it'll grow on you. Like this, that's kind of music for everyone. But I do understand the sentiment that Eden stuff does take more time to process in that sense, and it takes a little bit more time to really grasp what he's telling full story, like just frontwardly. And so the mini gripe I have with the Eden community to some extent, but also so I liked ICYMI, and it was a grower a bit for me, I should say, so I can't be too willy-nilly by saying that, but I don't know where this one would stand. Like this is an interesting one for me because I'm not so like this is the greatest Eden album I've heard. I'm not like this really could land anywhere from like a second favorite to my least favorite of his, just depending on how much I really dive into his stuff and how much how many songs really stick with me over a ton of listens. So, but yeah, still like fantastic. Like this is, I feel like Eden really doesn't miss. Like I feel like if he were to miss, it's like a 7 out of 10, which is not really a miss to me. So, and this is, I think, just a great modern Eden record that doesn't feel like it's trying to do too much, but also doesn't feel like it's not doing enough. So, fantastic. Love it. But I'm so curious to hear what you guys have to say of this brand new Eden record, Dark. Do you think it's his best album yet? I'm not so sure about that, but let me know what you think in the comment section below. Other than that, I'm Dakota from Bowtied Media, and I'll see you guys in another video.